fire-tip spear sweep is Nezha's main weapon. This is his passive. Whenever Nezha attacks enemy heroes with his skills, he gets a shield that negates true damage. He also gets a movement speed bonus, stacking up to 5 times. Nezha gets a shield that negates less damage when attacking non-hero units. Skill 1 is Nezha's primary damage-dealing skill. With it, he deals physical damage to nearby enemies and leaves behind a Scorching Ember that deals true damage over time. Scorching Ember also reduces the target's recovery, stacking up to 3 times. Burning damage increases with each stack. Attacking enemies while Scorching Ember is active refreshes its duration. Nezha can use skill 2 to move multiple times. He rolls behind the target, dealing damage and gaining a shield that negates true damage. The skill cannot be used on the same target more than once within a short period of time. With his ultimate, Nezha can deal ultra long-range chase attacks, damaging and knocking back his targets, while also gaining damage reduction and a resistance bonus. There are multiple ways to use this skill. Either select enemy units, monsters, minion waves, or towers within range as targets, or slide the skill to choose targets. When Nezha attacks an enemy hero with a basic attacker skill, he can unleash his ultimate again within the next short period. This is Nezha's most commonly used engage combo. First, he uses his ultimate to lock onto the enemy's backline and deal an ultra long-range chase attack. Once he lands, he uses skill 1 to quickly deal damage and place Scorching Ember on the enemy, dealing burning damage over time. After this, he uses skill 2 to roll around among the enemies, refreshing his shield while weaving in basic attacks to maximize his damage and refresh the duration of Scorching Ember. Finally, when skill 1 exits cooldown, he uses it to clean up the enemy, taking advantage of the movement speed bonus granted by his Windfire wheels to leave the battlefield. This skill combo relies on skill 1 and Scorching Ember for damage, while also taking advantage of the ultimate's damage reduction and skill 2's movement and shield to increase survivability. This allows Nezha to soak damage while he keeps his enemies burning. It's much faster for Nezha to farm monsters with his skill 1 at the beginning of the match. Once he hits level 4 and unlocks his ultimate, he can help teammates gank solo enemies with ultra long-range assists, speeding up the pace of their laning. Nezha usually is one of the last heroes to enter team fights. Once enemy heroes have used their crucial skills, he flies into their backline with his ultimate, breaking their formation. He can then work with his teammates to obliterate the enemy's crucial damage output. Once numbers are in their favor, Nezha's team can easily clinch the team fight victory. Even if Nezha is surrounded by the enemy, he can use his ultimate's lock-on effect to break out and wait for an opportunity to sound the counterattack. Nezha doesn't deal much damage in the early game. Once he reaches level 4 and unlocks his ultimate, he can provide ultra long-range assists to help teammates establish lane superiority. Once he's got a full set of equipment in the mid to late game, he becomes a nightmare for the enemy's backline. He can use his ultimate to help his teammates obliterate them in team fights, then use his skill 1 and Scorching Ember to take care of the remaining enemies with damage over time.
I define who the enemy is. Come at me, weaklings! My very existence defies reason.